All right, Aquarius, it is time for your August reading. We'll be using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. I will go ahead and get started. I will say stay tuned after because I will link your Aquarius pet tarot reading as well, just a quick 3-card pull. So if that's something that you would like to see, go ahead and stay tuned. We have our 6 of Wands to start off with, then the 7 of Pentacles. We'll be doing the 10-card pull, and it'll just read as a story, and I will be using the same cards to clarify. Dobby, now it's not really a good time. Thank you, buddy. We've got the Queen of Cups. No. No, sir. But we do have the Queen of Cups, actually. I'm just talking to my cat here. He's being a little turd nugget. All right, we've got the Emperor, the 10 of Wands, Temperance, Page of Pentacles. Oh. We've got the Tower, sorry for the camera jostling. He's just running all over the place right now. We need 2 more cards. He's making biscuits over here on the pillow. Precious. Precious little beastie. And we have the Ace of, let's not step on those, the Ace of Cups. You just stay there, buddy? Don't just stay in my lap. You want to do that? That'd be a nice thing to do. He's really cute, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. All right, we have the 10 of Swords. Y'all, y'all have a lot going on. So let's go ahead and get into it. I've got the deck set aside so I can clarify if we have any other questions that come up. So it seems here like you're coming out of a time of victory with the 6 of Wands. You've fought your fight and you've come out strong. And you're just about ready to harvest. 7 of Pentacles here. You're just about ready to bring in everything that you've been working for. You're watching your manifestations, you know, they're just seeming like they're blooming. You're watching the fruit grow like it's there. You're the Queen of Cups here in your full feminine embodiment of your emotions, emotional energy. And this does not matter if you're male or female. That's just speaking to the feminine energy, which we all have. But that is followed by the Emperor. So it's like you're in a really good place here. That's a strong masculine energy. Just a ruler. Like it's like a confident, I almost want to say stubborn energy here that you've got going on. You have all of that followed by the 10 of Wands, which is speaking to carrying a really heavy burden. So it almost seems contradictory because with the Temperance card coming up after that, it's like there's somewhere that you are lacking balance. So this is really crazy because you start off so strong, but then you've got this tough energy rolling in. And with the Temperance card here, you can see that there's a crown in the background here. She's pouring water, the angel's pouring water from one cup into another. And Temperance kind of reminds me of a balancing energy at the same time. And then we have this Page of Pentacles coming in. So it's like almost starting over as far as your manifestations. Like you were doing so good, you were on a roll, Aquarius, and then you just got bogged down by all of this. And in trying to rebalance, you're almost starting over. And then right after that, with the Page of Pentacles energy where you're starting over, we have the Tower come in. And it's like, this isn't like some of the cards, the Tower isn't super chaotic. This seems like a really chaotic Tower moment. And I do notice here there's both masculine and feminine kind of falling from the Tower, and there's that crown in the back from Temperance. So it's this crown energy here that is like, it's like everything that you wanted, and then we have it in the Tower that's blowing up along with the balance that you were feeling. And this is really hard, Aquarius. And then we have after that the Ace of Cups coming up, so it's like a whole new start there as well. So it's like you were doing really well with your manifestation, the physical tangible things, and you're starting over there. You were doing really well here, and now you're here, and then you get hit by the Tower, and you were doing really well here, and then after the Tower you're kind of starting over with the Ace of Cups. And to round it all out, we have the Ten of Swords at the end, which is just kind of like, it's done, it's finished. Aquarius, this is a lot. This is really tough. So I'm going to clarify some of this because it's like you start off in a really strong place. So I'm going to clarify the Tower as well as the Ten of Swords. Because you start off in such a strong place and then it's like it takes a turn. So we have the Five of Cups. So this is an emotional situation, and there's there are those two cups behind you though that you're not looking at. You've got these three that are spilled over, and you've got the other two that are upright, and you're not looking at them. So there are multiple perspectives in this. Yes, it does seem like everything's coming apart at once, but it's not everything. So look for the good in this situation. There's something that's not coming apart right now and you're not paying attention to it. We also have the Page of Wands coming up here as a clarifier on the Tower and the Ten of Swords. And that is a new journey, but that's also a journey that you're passionate about. The Page of Wands is fire. So this is something different, but it's something that you're passionate about, that you're really excited about. So maybe what I'm kind of thinking here is the stuff that you've been fighting for and that you've been manifesting, you're not like, it's not your passion. This is what you're good at it, but it's not your passion. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles coming up again. This is clarifying. All of these are clarifying the Tower and the Ten of Swords. I'm actually working these together because I'm looking at it as like, it's like a double whammy of where you think you're starting over and you're not. Because this Page of Pentacles is like this new hopeful energy, but at the same time, it is not a mature point of view. It is naive. So when we come back around and we have this Ace of Pentacles, that's a true new start as opposed to the Page of Pentacles. So I'm going to do one more clarifier on this Tower and the Ten of Swords here to see if we can get anything else out of this situation, if we can understand anything else, and then we'll talk about what you guys can do, what's going to get you back on track, what's going to get you back on your path of least resistance, because it seems like you were there and then you got just totally bogged down here at the Ten of Wands. I'm just gonna see if there's anything else to read in this situation. All right, so we've got the Six of Pentacles, and that speaks to feeling like you need something else in this situation, and you think you need something, but you already have what you need. It's here. And I know it seems like when you're speaking about law of attraction and things being in the vortex, you're like, well, that's super cool and everything, but that's not tangible. It's in the ether almost. And there's this guy, he's like begging, and someone's giving him those 6 coins, but it's like, you don't have to ask, you don't have to beg for it. Like, when you're on your path of least resistance, and it's going to come to you one way or another, but maybe this is the path of least resistance to you because it's the only way that you think you can get things is to beg for it. But those things are going to come to you one way or another, and it's just a matter of, like here in this situation, they're begging, right? But you don't have to beg. What am I trying to say here? You accept what you have to have. Like, you think, well, like, being homeless for him here is an option. So the thing that you're pushing, decide what it is that you have to have. And that is what you will get. And so after I show you this, I'm going to show you something else that's really cool, because I feel like this will make you feel a lot better about the situation. So with these things, here, and then these two, it's almost like you're settling, like this isn't your path. And that's why it becomes such a heavy burden. It's not that those aren't amazing things that have been happening to you. It's that those things became a burden because it wasn't your path. And anything that's not your path, it's going to be a struggle for you. And it's like it might work for a little while, but it'll all come crumbling down with the tower. That's why we get the tower, right? It's when we are not on our path, and instead of saying, you know, I've done this, I did this thing for a while. Hey, baby, don't do that. He's trying to like claw at my tripod. You push through, you keep accepting something because you think that this is the way, but you're not enjoying the process. And that's how you know you're not on your path. If you're not enjoying the process, this isn't your path. So don't try to force it, because when you do, you struggle, you get bogged down, and you keep pushing through, and you think that you need to just, you think you don't get to be happy. You think you got to be more measured, and you put off what you really want in the background. And then the lid comes off of everything. And that's when you really struggle. So the last card that came up, and I said I was just going to draw one more, but when I did that, I shuffled and then 2 cards fell out. And the last card that came out is the Wheel of Fortune. And that is, the tides are turning here. Like, the fates have shifted. And this is a new opportunity for you to get into alignment and to choose what's really going to be the best thing for you. So take the time to journal, like, and I know I say this a lot, but when I say that in this specific context, I mean, write down exactly what you want your life to look like in all the details you can think of. Like, get really specific. And then look at one thing that you can change about your life to make it more in line with this. That isn't because you have to change something in order for things to work out. The point of that change is to make you feel more in control, because you need to feel in control to get back into this powerful place of manifestation. So do that, but have a clear, defined vision of what you want your life to look like, because if you don't have a clear, defined vision, how will you know when you are there, right? And then you also, like, that's how you got to this initial place here. This is not having your clear vision, and that this is all a good thing for somebody, but it's not a good thing for me. And then you feel guilty because you have something that's really amazing and it's such a burden to you. And I feel like in this case, Temperance is such a multifaceted card because it's talking about how like there's a balance in everything, and then there's also, when I think about Temperance, I think about like gratitude and like, oh, I should be grateful because, you know, there are people who have less than I do. That isn't the point. There are people who are happy, 100% happy with less than what you have. And if that's not you, it's okay. You just need to choose what's best for you and then pursue it with clarity. I just want to say this was a really big read because we had the Emperor, we had Temperance, we had the Tower, and the Wheel of Fortune all come out. So this is a big shift. Be gentle with yourself, but get clear about what you want. That clarity is going to serve you really well, and it's going to help you come out of this because you're a really powerful manifester. You are. But if you're manifesting something that isn't your path, you're going to struggle. So just realize that when you are on your path of least resistance, this is going to be 1,000 times easier. And like you got here and then you found this struggle, that's just a clarifier for you. So really, this is a beautiful thing because it's the process of getting to your highest good, your ultimate joy. It's just figuring out these are things that don't work for me. Yes, there's other ways to get there, but that's okay. You're here now. You have clarity about it now. So plan out exactly what you want things to look like and then move forward from there, from a good feeling place. I hope this was helpful. If you guys have questions though, definitely leave them in the comments because I know that this is a lot and you definitely have a lot going on. So much love to you, Aquarius, from both me and Dobby, who's laying on your cards right now. Yeah. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video, which will be Aquarius pet reading. Thanks guys. Bye.